Hey guys, most of you guys did a pretty good job on your first reading log, but I want to make sure that all you guys do a great job and get a good grade on this because this reading log is probably going to be about 20% of your overall grade. So this next reading log that we'll be working on is for February 3rd. That's what these numbers mean, February 3rd. You put in your name and your period number and all that. Make sure you put in the title of the book that you're reading and the pages that you read. Now remember, it needs to be at least 3 pages of reading. And then there's really only one question. It's please summarize what happened or what was talked about if the book you're reading isn't a story, but maybe it's information about the electricity or volcanoes, right, in the pages you read. Now, this is what I want to point out here, what some of you guys didn't do. Must write in full and complete sentences along with capitalization and use the names of the characters or topics in your book. It has to be a certain length. And then you submit it. Now, I want to show you what it looks like from my end when I go to grade them and what grades that I decide to give them. So this is what it looks like when it gives it all to me. So here are all your answers. Your names are over here. Title of the book and the pages. All right. Now, a lot of you guys, like I said, did a really, really good job at using your characters' names. For example, in this response, it says, in the book, it talks about Donna O'Mara. That's great. I know he's reading the book. It talks about her life and about volcanoes. In the story, it said when molten hot lava meet cold ocean water, explosion blasts chunks of lava up into the air. Now, obviously, there's some typos in here, so you'll lose minimal points there, just a little bit. But I'm mainly looking to see that you actually know what you read, that you actually read something and understood something from it. All right, so this one's a pretty good. This is probably a 3 out of 4. So that's about an A minus. Okay, come over here. Another really, really good one here. It talked about courageous stories that people took risk in, and it started with ancient Troy getting a gift with a wooden horse. So now this student did a pretty good job at mentioning specifics. Coming down over here. Here's another good one. All right, it says there was an English teacher whose was named Vincent, and I think he said something about climbing a wall. There was also soldiers and prisoners included. The prisoners were breaking down a boulder, but by the name of the book, I think he was climbing a mountain. The main character's name was Peak, by the way. All right, so again, pretty good. I can tell that he told me what's going on. There are prisoners and they're breaking a giant rock, and so I know this is what happened in pages 1 through 4. Now let's come to some submissions that didn't get a good grade. So this one just said, this story is about a little girl named Maria. I will finish at home, Mr. Massey, and I will send it to you. All right, so that never happened. I didn't get anything. So this person didn't get a good grade. They pretty much got a 0. I can tell just by the title, Call Me Maria, that this story is about a girl named Maria. So I don't know if this student read anything. Along with these ones here, somebody started but never finished. Let's come to this one right here. It says, it talked about that somebody was eating ice cream with him or her friends, and he or she went home, saw police, and called their parents. So there's no names here. Now, this person, I can tell they read it, all right? So something happened. They told me there's police, they're eating ice cream, something happened. Notice they only read 2 pages, pages 4 and 5. But there's no more specific details. So this person got about a 2 out of 4. So that's about a C. Make sure that you guys are very specific and actually tell me the names of the characters that are in your story. That helps me to know whether or not you're actually understanding what you're reading. And that's what I'm grading here. I'm grading the fact whether you guys actually can read something and understand what was going on in the story. It's called reading comprehension. And don't just submit nothing, just like this student did. They got a 0. Just because you submit it doesn't mean that you get a good grade on it. All right. So if you have any questions on this, ask me. But if not, go ahead and grab your book and get to work on this week's reading log. If you did bad in last week's reading log, don't worry about it. This one will start to bring your grade up.